there is no beauty, there is nothing in this dunya. If you multiply, put it all together and multiply by 1,000, that compares what comes to you from serving Him, from saying to Him, I am with you. That is the only thing that matters in this world, the only thing that gives you satisfaction. Everything else in dunya is a deceit. The moment you try to catch it, the more it disappears. You think it's there, it's not there. The only thing with dunya, if you want dunya, all you have to do is to despise it. You run away from dunya, dunya runs after you. And then the more you run away from it, the more it runs after you. That's why al-haq will become rich. Because he's running away from it. I mean, I'm not interested in this. These are the matters of the heart. This is the matter of tasawuf. You heard about Sufism. Many of you, for years, you know what Sufism is. Some of you have heard about it. Sufism is something to do with Sufis and singing and stuff. The matter of tasawuf is knowledge of Allah. It has been the science that brought Islam to these lands. Without it, you cannot understand the Shariah. For you will see in the Shariah do's and don'ts, when in fact it's not do's and don'ts. It's not a list of the things that you have to do and you don't have to do. It's a way, it's a path. Shariah, the way, is a path. You find yourself in it, not above it or below it, but in it. You walk in the path. It's not an idea. You walk through it. It's not that you know riba is haram. You are in it. It's not that the Shariah has to be legislated. It's already legislated. You know where it's legislated? In your cells. In your DNA. In your atoms. Is where the Shariah is legislated. You cannot escape from it, my darling. You can only fool yourself from it. It's already there. In it there is wisdom for you, not that Allah needs your prayers. He doesn't need your prayers, but you need to pray. You need to pray. It's not for Him, it's for you. So that wisdom may come to you. So that you are not fooled and driven into a world that it will destroy you, like it has destroyed others. But only Him can lift you up. And while you fall, you go through this course of events, you may come close to Him. And that proximity is your victory. And everything else, it doesn't matter. It's the excuse for you to come close to Him. The gold dinar is the great excuse. In our time, it's a great excuse to come close to Him. Do we care about the gold? We don't care an inch. No, but we care about Him 100%. It's all it matters to us. And we can tell the people, you see, riba is haram. Let's fight against riba. Because Allah has declared war on riba. Certainly, He's going to win. Certainly. And the Haq was telling me yesterday. But, you know, how can we have any doubt? Allah has declared war. Who's going to win? Who's going to win this? Only a fool will not understand. Only a fool will say, no, I cannot fight now, I'm going to fight the next week. No, I will, when I have a lot of money, I will start fighting. No, when I have more wisdom, I will start fighting. I will start fighting somewhere, or later, or somebody else over there. No, but are you fool? Are you madness? With what you have right now, in every moment. With your arms, with your mouth, with your heart, with all of them. But with sincerity. And if you find the wisdom, you will find this is a path of victory. And if you don't find victory, don't blame Islam, blame yourself. For Islam means victory. It's the recipe of victory. Only if you do not follow the recipe, you will not succeed. So those who have for a century show us the path of disaster and failure, they cannot be our teachers. Those people cannot teach us. Only people who act, people of action, in what they do, these are the only people who can teach. The restoration of what needs to be done is not a concept. It's something that needs to be done. So you will find these people in the path of doing things, not sitting down in chairs and giving discourses. For how do you consider somebody who, having the cure for mankind, decides not to give it to them? You will have to say two things. One, he's evil. Or second, he doesn't have the cure. He only says he has the cure, but he doesn't have the cure. Because the person who actually has the cure, he will be giving it to people. He will be doing it. And that's how you know where to find the knowledge. In the action. Find yourself in the path of action. You will find with clarity what is what and who is who. And to find the courage to move yourself into there, you have to abandon theories. You have to abandon fears for some people, and love of nonsense. Love of things that they will destroy you, that they will destroy you. Abandon it. Put your heart firmly with Him. If you really wish, come closer to Him and keep coming closer to Him. And then you will see the things with clarity. So you see Shaykh Ibn Habib, when he said, the cure for the time is HasbunaAllah wa ni'mal wakil, he was right. Because the matter is in the heart. And HasbunaAllah wa ni'mal wakil is the soothing of the heart. He is our protection. And we need nothing but Him. He's enough for us. He is enough for us. So that we can tell the people, this is a piece of paper. And if you have a dirham in your hand, and you have used that dirham, they will understand it. Like they understand Hajjawaldi. And then we will bring them the coin of Nusantara. And we will say, Nusantara is one again. We, the people of Nusantara, we are coming together. These borders that were false. And riba is false. And we proclaim your greatness. And we pay zakat according to the way you have said. And I do it because of you. Because I trust you, because I love you. And there are things I do not understand. But I know enough to act. And it's enough to act. What saves you? You know already enough. And you know what is enough? That riba is haram. But how is everything going to come right? I don't really know the answers. But I know this is haram. And I know what is halal, and that's what I am doing. And as I go along, I will learn everything else that I need to know. And this is the way of wisdom. You don't do what you can. Fear nothing. The obstacles will come to you. Of course they will come to you. And there will be difficulties in the path. Don't you understand? These are your growth patterns. It's in the difficulties that you grow. But don't get stopped by it. But jump through it. So, as the Sufis say, the problem is it's a jumping star. How many times through that very difficulty we have seen precisely the very instrument of our growth. Like I keep repeating you about Shaykh Darkawi when he says, and when the problem comes to you, don't get rid of it so quickly. Examine it, admire it, look into it, and then you solve it. But first of all, like somebody looks at a dish, don't eat it quickly. Before that, smell it, admire it. Look at your problem, and look at it, and then you get rid of it, because there's benefit in it. That's a very different way of being obsessed and trapped and driven and hooked by it. A door is closed, another one is open, for God's sake. So the door is closed, you look for the new one, which is open. If the difficulty comes, it's because Allah wants to make you stronger. Look for the formula, which is all in the things that you know already. Just follow what you have to, which is clearly. And when you find, but I don't have this, then do it. When you find, but I cannot do it because of that, do it. Just go ahead. Because your power, it doesn't belong to your capacities. Abandon your attributes and borrow His. And where before you find yourself limited, now you are with His powers, which are illimited. Abandon your will and follow His will. That is the source of wisdom and strength in this world. For victory, us in power, it only comes from Him. Wisdom comes from Him. And this is the matter of tasawuf. This is what we do. So, I want to thank Allah for giving us the company of Abd al-Haq Salabaria, who has come here from a long way with a good intention, a pure intention. And that is already lifting us all up. We are benefiting from his company already. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give the Sultan of Ternate opening, and the Sultan of Cirebon and all the others that they are coming to us, and we are going to gather them, we are going to meet them, opening. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give Omar Asmun benefit from everything he's done, for his patience, for his endurance, because he stood. And the things that would turn difficult, and he stood. And he's gigantic, the result of this. And may He give him the word so that everything is in the process of this. These sultans are cured from their illnesses. And may Allah make this circle a circle of servants. The people who benefit and they serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we serve the people, for there is no path of benefit that doesn't go through serving the people. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward the people who precede us, and they passed on to us this knowledge. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us people who can honor the knowledge that has been given to us, so that we can put it into practice. We ask Allah for a strong brotherhood. We ask Allah for more wisdom. We ask Allah for more desire of knowledge of Him. We ask Allah for success in Him. And we ask Allah that during this week that is coming, and big events are coming forward, that when the day comes of realization and the people, we become of those that they turn to Him in tawbah and astaghfirullah. For that is the sign of the chosen. Those that in those moments they turn to Him, not to themselves, but they turn to Him. For they are the ones who understand that victory comes to Him and nothing but from Him, and nothing comes from us except doubt. So we ask Allah for that moment to come, and to give us the strength to respond to it according to what He has ordered us to do. And we ask Allah that Nusantara becomes once again a land of light that comes from Islam by the means of the restoration of the muamalat that has been abandoned all over the Muslim world. Amen. That this may become the land. For there is, Allah, you have the people of wisdom here. I've sent them. Bring them together with us. Bring them close to us. Bring them close to us, because we need them at this moment of truth, at this turning point. We need them. Bring them close to us in this gathering, so that we can be with them in achieving this that we want for you. And when this then passes over, bring us back to you and forgive us for what we haven't done. And give us now the opportunity to serve you even more. At this very moment, when you have asked us, give us the strength to give our best, that we have no more fears, But we can say your name in truthfulness. For you are the one from where the picture comes. And for you we work, and for you we desire everything that we do to have meaning. بسر بركاته بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام الحمد لله